So yeah, you might like to bring a bolster, yeah, like I say, under the chest for a child's pose. Or just go for it. You can have your knees as wide as you like, big toes touching, or the knees can be closer together. So I quite like having a bolster sometimes, but it depends what you need today. So just resting a moment and letting yourself have that second or two to just settle into the mat, settle into your you time, starting to deepen the breath, feeling that nice 360 breathing around the rib cage, front and back. And with every exhalation, just letting go of stuff that's been going on in the day, letting go of the to-do list. It can wait till tomorrow now. I know it can be super stressful returning back to school and work, and that to-do list can sometimes sound a lot noisier at the beginning of term than any other time. It seems a shock. Just remembering you can come to your mat and just leave it at the door. So this practice is going to be nice and grounding so that we can get out of our head, get more into the body. If, like me, you've got your head to one side, you can just then take it over to the other side if you're using your bolster or cushion as a bit of a pillow. And as usual, maybe trying to extend the exhalation. So as you inhale, counting, exhaling, just taking a couple more breaths on that exhalation, slowing it down. One of the easiest ways to kick our parasympathetic nervous system in, so that rest and recovery zone. And then just maybe moving any props away. If you want to just have a stretch back into a normal child's pose a moment, maybe just rocking the head from side to side. You might hear a click or two in the neck, the upper back, maybe going onto the tips of the fingers, feeling that stretch through the shoulders, the arms. Let the chest sink towards the floor. Really try and allow yourself to relax into the body where it's fully supported, where you don't need to do any work. So the hips, the legs here. And then let go of the arms again. Let those completely relax, sinking into the floor. And then we'll come up onto all fours. Okay, let's go into our cat-cow. All right, so with your own breath, untucking or tucking the toes, absolutely fine. I always quite like to have my toes untucked where possible, because again, I get that push, that grounding through the tops of the feet. Take your time with these, shoulders drawing away. When you get into your angry cat, don't be angry. Let the head go, let the neck release. Really try and let everything go again. When you're not using it, when you don't need to, let go. Lovely. And then let's come to a neutral spine position. So I thought I'd be kind today. I'm not going to do too much core work aside from what we will end up doing anyway in our postures. But we'll come into a bird dog. So this is a nice core exercise anyway. So the arm is extending forward, the heel is extending back. Try and make sure the hips are square so we're not overly rotating or finding that we're not finding a back bend here. Tummy tucked in, really extending. It's all about the arm and the leg extension here and that stretch through the spine. Breathe. Lovely. And you can use your deep breath in all of these postures. So it's a slightly longer exhalation. Lovely. Let's place that hand and knee down and we'll go over to the other side. Very good. Again, just checking in with the hip. Make sure you're not overly extending at the hip. Out to the side. Reach the fingers. Push down away from the floor with the supporting hand. The bottom of your supporting leg, your knee. Lovely. Well done, guys. Almost there. A few more deep breaths. Fabulous. And then we'll place that hand and knee back down. Then we're going to go into a thread the needle with a bit of a chest opener. So I might do it from this direction. So let's start on the left side. We'll open up. Okay. And then threading the needle all the way under. Okay. Bring the side of the head down. And then let's bring it into a little opener. So choice here. Open up the arm. You can keep the arm above the shoulder. Opening up the chest. Or if you feel better, taking that behind the back. Breathing here. Let me just check everyone's okay. Lovely. Well done. So, well, you know, the arm extended is a bit more of a kind of active opener. But equally, after you've done it for a few breaths, you might just like to take that bind. Again, relax where you don't need to use those bits of the body. Lovely. And then we'll bring the right hand in front of the face. Let's go with the other side. Inhaling. And then exhaling, threading all the way through. Side of the head, maybe coming to an opener, noticing which side feels more challenging. This is so much easier for me than on the other side. Breathing into the back of the shoulder blades, maybe taking that bind around the back. Big deep breaths. Well done, everyone. Lovely, good. And then bring that left hand in front of the face. Again, maybe just do anything you need to here. Maybe a little quick cat-cow again. All that child's pose. And we'll hop up onto the feet, dangling, maybe grabbing hold of our elbows. Have a little swing from side to side. Let everything go. Head heavy, neck long. And then we'll keep the bend in the knees as we slowly roll up the spine. I'm going to just have to adjust my screen. My darling husband's doing some work in this yoga room, trying to make it nicer and redecorating. But if you could see what's going on behind, you'd be, yeah, at last. So yeah, I'm kind of sharp to one end of the room. So I need to make a little bit more room so you can see me. Okay, guys, let's stand at the front of the mat, finding our balance, nice spreading of the toes, the feet, feeling like we've got even distribution of our weight. Pull up through the front of the thighs, maybe opening up through the chest, the collarbone, palms facing forward. And then let's go up with the arms looking up to thumbs. Exhale, forward folding, guys, okay? Forehead in towards the knees. We'll find our halfway lift as we inhale. Exhale, folding. Our left foot's going to go back into our low lunge. So let's bring the arms up and just thinking the weight forward a bit, but tucking the tailbone at the same time. So that balance, that equal kind of force forwards and back. Lovely. Hold it here. Maybe opening up a little bit more, lifting the sternum up towards the ceiling. Only if you feel comfortable. You can come into this more later if that feels good. Yeah. And choice
You can have the hands together, or I like to give my shoulders a bit more space. Big breaths in, lovely. And then we'll bring the left hand down. Let's find our twist, opening up here, breathing, looking up to the top hand. Make sure the knee is not falling out to the side just yet. We'll keep it here. Find that deep breath. Wonderful. And then we'll bring our right hand down. Let's step it back, finding our plank, holding it here. Really good, guys. Well done. Rolling the shoulders back. Very good. And I know there'll be some elements, I'm sure, of the class today that you've done over the last few weeks, and then some maybe you haven't. So we're just finding our way back onto the mat. Starting to engage, but make any adjustments that you want. Okay, there's no competition here. There's no medals being given out, even though I'd love to give you all a medal. Okay, so you don't have to compete on the mat. I say that from someone that has always been quite competitive on the mat, but I try not to be these days. Well done, everyone. So we're going to lower all the way, and the knees could come down first, or you can just challenge yourself with that upper body strength. I'm sure it's all there. And finding some sort of low-ish cobra. Just suck the elbows into the sides wherever you are. Could be on the forearms. Make the legs nice and long. Push down with the tops of the feet. Again, feel as grounded as you can all the way through the body here. Breathing. Wonderful. And then we'll lower the chest. Let's get into our first downward dog. So any movement, pedaling the feet, swinging the hips from side to side, whatever feels good. Bending one knee and then the other, whatever feels good for you. And then maybe just finding that sort of pause button somewhere. Big breaths in. Well done. We'll take the left foot forward. Again, we're going to find our low lunge. Okay, so, and then from here, I'll just demonstrate. You don't have to move just yet, but we'll do some half splits. Okay, Hanumasana. Bringing the fingertips to the floor, folding over the leg as much as is possible right now, and that'll get more, hopefully. We'll bring the arms up again, inhaling, and then let's do it together. So exhaling over the leg, good. Pulling the toes towards us, inhaling, lift, good. We'll do 3 of these in total. Exhaling, again, just sort of leading with the chest. Lovely. Inhale and exhale. Let's just hold it here a moment. Good. And I obviously haven't prompted you, but please do stick something under the knee if you need a bit of padding here. If you want blocks to put your hands on, you could do. I usually go a lot with my fingertips, but yeah, please use blocks. Well done, everyone. Getting into those hamstrings. And then from here, we're going to do a sort of fairly swift transition up into a warrior 3. So if you can push up, lifting the back leg, okay, maybe bringing hands to heart center a minute, which is going to create a lot of wobbles, really pushing that heel away like we did in our bird dog, and then opening up into our lovely T shape. Okay, so again, right hip bone is coming down towards the floor. Really strengthen and lengthen through that standing leg. Yes. Well done, guys. Lovely. Nice, Katie. Really good. And there can be that slight bend in the front knee if you need it, but to really feel lifted, sometimes it helps to put that off that leg. Well done. Let's just bring our right foot down to meet the left. Hanging down again. Bending the knees as much as you need to. Forehead towards the shins or the knees. And then inhale, coming all the way up. Well done, guys. Okay, so let's do a little bit of a HIIT here, but no burpees today, as promised. So what we'll do is we're going to do some walkouts to press-ups, okay? So hands are going to go down onto the mat. We're going to walk the length of the mat, take 2 press-ups, either fall or on the knees, okay? And then an option to just walk to meet the hands. Yeah, or you can jump to meet the hands, okay? Up to you, we're gonna do 10 of these. Okay, so it's maybe a little hop to the front of the mat, turning round, other way. Okay, you might want to do some fall until you can't do any more fall. And it's got to go to the knees, which is absolutely fine. Right? Just remember to pull the shoulders away from the ears. Woo. Really need the window open. Yes. Shoulders rolling back, leading with the chest between the wrists. Okay. And we kind of want to we always want to kiss the mat here as well, guys. So remember, we want to go nice and low, which is why the kneeling ones work really well. Haven't done many press-ups, I've got to be honest, in the last couple of weeks, for sure. Okay, well done, well done. I'm going to go to the knees, nice and low. Fantastic, really good, guys. How many more I've got to do? I don't know. A few more. Yeah, so 10 more counts, 20 press up. But having that little rest in between makes it just about manageable. Okay, and then when we're done, no rush, but when you're done, we'll meet at the front of the mat and grab some water. Fantastic. Well, guys. So we're going to do another round of those in a minute. So let's have a second set. Okay, let's go. If you're not quite there, don't worry. We will take it slow. So again, inhaling, looking up, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Where our right foot's going to go back this time, finding that low lunge. And again, that balance, that push forward, pull back by tucking the tailbone under. Okay, that's in balance. Well done, everyone. Really active fingers. Maybe opening up, lifting the sternum up a little bit. Little back bend. Not crunching into the lower back, but arching up and back. Very good. Well done. And taking the right hand down, let's find our nice easy twist. I'll tell you, everything's feeling a little bit achy today, I'm not going to lie. Even I have been doing some yoga, but I don't know what it is, you know? Good. Opening up the chest. Hand down, let's step it back. We're going to find our elbow plank. Let's hold it here. I'm going to time it, 30 seconds. So pushing away from the floor with those arms. Again, like grounding. Even though we're not on the ground, not much of us is on the ground, but we can still feel grounded. And already, hopefully you're feeling like you're a bit out of your, you're out of your head. You're not in your head as much. You're focused on your breath, you're focused on your postures. 3, 2, and 1. Let's either bring the knees down and the chest down or push up into your high plank, lower, nice and slowly finding some sort of lowish cobra. Okay, unless you've been doing cobras today, you're ready to come up further. Lovely. Mine's a bit more of a seal here, but whatever works for you. Again, opening up the chest, opening up the front of the legs. And we're not crunching into the back here. We want to lengthen both sides of the body. Shoulders relaxed. Well done. Exhaling, finding downward facing dog. Pedaling the feet. Doing what you need to, and then hit the pause. Really nice, guys. Right foot's going to come forward. Again, finding our low lunge a minute, and then getting ready to do our splits. We'll do a flow. So exhaling, Leaning forward over the leg as much as you can, toes towards you. Inhale. And exhaling. Really nice. Just one more time. Inhale, flow. And exhale, folding forward. Hold it here. Maybe walking the fingertips slightly further forward. Lovely. Hips go back. Breathing here. Find your breath. Well done, everyone. And then we're going to transition into that warrior three again. So all the way going forward onto that front foot, maybe bringing the hands into a prayer position. Really extend all the way through the back leg, toes down, hip down. Then extending into our T shape. Get that lovely lift. Well done, everyone. Don't worry about the wobbles. Embrace, embrace. Well done. Just seeing if you can pick up the back foot, even just a small amount. You can do it. You can do it. Yes, you can. Well done. Yeah, lovely guide. And then when you're ready, before you fall out, bring the feet together, hanging at the front of the mat. And then inhale, coming all the way up, looking up to thumbs. Excellent. Let's keep going, okay? Another 10, okay? Maybe if you didn't last time, you can add that little hop forward. Maybe adding a little hop, spinning around to walk the other way. Okay, see what you can do. Just a little bit. Not doing loads, not doing lots of jumping today. I promise, stay nice and light. Good. Use the breath. Use the power. Use whatever's pissed you off today. Barge through it. You can do it, okay? Leading with the chest. Make sure the elbows are going out about 45 degrees from the sides of the body. So not in this shape, but down here. Okay. Very good. Keep going. Last few, I think. Maybe a bit quicker on this one. Hop and hop if you can. Well done, everyone. Good stuff. Maybe you're nearly finished. I'm going to grab some water. Lovely press ups. Really good. Okay, everyone done? Yes. Very nice, everyone. Okay, so this time we're going to vinyasa. We're going to take high lunges. Okay, so just a warning. Okay, let's go. Inhale, looking up to thumbs. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, finding our halfway lift. Exhale, fold, left foot going back. High lunge. Okay, softening the knees. Same thing here. Almost that balance between that push forward, pull backwards, slightly tucking the tailbone. Really nice. Let's open up into our warrior two. And again, just going to flow a little bit here. So just inhaling, bringing the hands together, straight in the front leg. Exhaling. Good, look along the middle finger. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhaling, let's hold it here. Really lovely, everyone. Very nice. And let's windmill the hands all the way down. We're going to step up into our plank. We're going to go up, down, plank. Okay, so we're going to go elbows, full plank. Okay, let's do it 10 times. Try and alternate your leading arm. Okay. Really nice, guys. Strong core here. I know these definitely not everyone's favourite. You're probably thinking, just bring back the burpees for crying out loud. Well done, well done. Keep going. Last few. We're going to end up in our high plank. Just a minute. Oh, I'm squeezing one more in. High plank. and then lower, or you might be feeling super strong and you might go into your upward facing dog. See how you feel. There'll be time for that later. Lovely, lengthening the front of the body, pushing down, away with the floor, with the feet, tops of the feet, wherever you are, tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Lovely, then we're going to step forward, left foot again, finding our high lunge. I'm going to just switch around a little bit, okay? So softening the back knee, arms nice and active, opening up into our warrior two again. Let's go with those flows. Inhale and exhale. And inhaling and exhaling. Very nice. I love these movements. I don't know why, they just feel really nice. And holding. Really pushing down with that back leg. Breathing here. Very good. Finding our side angle. So remember not to dump all the weight on the front of the thigh. So you can easily remove it and stay in that lovely diagonal position. Open up the chest, draw this right shoulder back. Look up to the top arm. Then we're going to straighten our front leg and just come into Trikonasana, okay? If you need to bring the back foot in a little bit, then please do. Very nice. And we kind of want to send ourselves backwards. Again, really opening up the chest. One side's going to be more challenging than the other. Use the back of the lower hand, the left hand, to really push away into that lower leg. One more big breath in. Well done, guys. And then bringing the hands to the floor. Let's just swivel around on that back foot. Forward fold. And then we'll inhale, arming up, okay? Let's go straight back into it, okay? Inhale, look up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, finding our halfway lift. Exhale, fold, right foot going back. Again, finding our lovely high lunge, sorry. Not a low lunge, softening the back leg. I'm sorry, I'm going to turn my back to you. You know what you're doing. Warrior two, less flow, inhale. And exhaling. Inhaling, really grounding through both feet. Exhale. Inhaling. And exhaling, just holding it. Really sharp arms here. Sharp fingers. Good. Using both feet, pushing away from the floor. Wonderful. And then taking the hands down, step it back, find our plank. 10 more up, down planks. Go for it. Leading with a different arm each time, down and up. Okay. Very good. Strong in the chest. Really good, guys. Okay, we should be about halfway through. Don't worry if you're not. Very good. Lovely. I'm going to do 3 more here. 2. We're going to end up in our high plank. Okay. And then lowering, you can bring the knees down. You can do whatever vinyasa you need to do. Okay. Oh, that's hard. Opening up the chest. Well then, guys, let's tuck the toes down, the facing dog. Lovely, big step forward, right foot. Finding our high lunge. Very good. Really nice, guys. Big breaths in, calming the breath down. Exhaling into our warrior two. Okay, really lovely. Let's inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Very good. One more, inhaling. And exhaling, holding it here. Very good. Well done, everyone. And then again, we'll find our side angle. So sweeping the arm overhead, that lovely, beautiful diagonal shape. Good, guys, well done. Try and spread the toes. Make sure the legs are really engaged. Push down through that back leg, really finding space throughout the left-hand side of the body. Can you open up any more? Wonderful. And then just straightening into that front leg. Let the back of the hand come to the lower leg somewhere. And again, just opening up the chest. Maybe feel like you're leaning backwards a little bit. Back of the head coming backwards, elongating from the top of the head, the crown of the head. Big breath in. Lovely. One more big breath in. And then exhale, blending into that front knee, swiveling onto the back, ball of the back foot, coming forward. Enjoy a nice little dangle a minute. Maybe rocking from side to side, just getting some movement in the lower back. And then inhale, coming all the way up, look up to thumbs. Well done, guys. Okay, work up a sweat. Oh my goodness. Okay, so don't worry, nothing too horrific. We are going to end up in pigeon, okay, at the end of this little vinyasa. Okay, so maybe having some props, maybe a cushion, maybe a blanket if you want to just bolster up the buttock. Let's see. Let's come into a chair pose for now, though. Okay, don't worry, we're not going to hold it for too long. All right, feel like you're sort of tucking the tailbone slightly. Feel like you're holding a beach ball up in front of you. Well done. Shoulders down, chest open. Yes, maybe the bum comes a little lower. Really nice. Take the hands to the chest. We're going to step back with our left foot into a high lunge. Okay, so we've got our hands at the center here. Okay, lovely, just holding it. Then we're going to bring our hands down. Just go straight back with the right leg into plank. Just a nice little vinyasa here. Whatever you want to do, maybe upward facing dog. Maybe the arms have stopped burning now. But whatever works for you. Well done, tucking the toes into our downward dog. And then stepping the left foot outside of the left hand, find a lizard. Okay, so maybe doing some nice little circles here in our lizard. Oh, that feels so good. Feel like I've been sat down too long today. The other way. Really nice. Really good, guys. And then I found this in a class that I was doing over summer, which I just loved. So I hope you'll join me and enjoy this. So we'll bring the back knee down, come up onto your fingertips. Again, I'm going to show you this way a little bit, okay? And then what I want you to do is find a cat-cow, okay? It might not be a huge movement, but try and open up the collarbone. Again, if you prefer to have blocks here, then do. The knee can go out to the side when you come up into this cow position. And then sort of tuck everything under, tuck the chin under as you come into your angry cat. It might not be a huge movement, okay, but it's quite nice. And see if you feel, you can untuck the toes, by the way, or tuck them, whatever's good for you. I quite like to do it tucked. I feel like I've got a bit more sort of grip, okay. What I like, though, is when you tuck the chin under in your angry cat, is you might feel something happening in the hip. Yeah, there's sort of this funny, really weird feeling, like when you tuck the chin, you've got this little tailbone tuck, obviously when you go into your cat, and you feel this sort of little stretch in the hip, which I really like. Okay, let's hold it then, and then we'll take our left hand, just give that hip a nice stretch, let it fall out, then come onto the side of the foot. Really good. Well done, everyone. Then let's stay on this side in our pigeon. Okay, so we're just going to wiggle that foot, that left foot, all the way across. Left knee behind the left hand wrist. Okay, and then this is where we're going to make our way into our pigeon. Now, if you haven't done one of these for a while, it might feel a bit stiff. Okay, that's okay. This is where you might want to stick something under your left butt cheek. Okay, now see how you feel. You might just be happy staying up here. Yeah, maybe coming on to the fingertips, maybe just relaxing in this posture. You might find your way down onto the elbows. You might want to use your blocks or a bolster and stay here. Okay, so whatever works for you. Maybe that's just too much and you might just want to come into more of a seated zigzag position, yeah, and just bring the hands down. Okay, so you find what's going to work for you today. If you're there though, get into it, relax and start releasing. Well done, guys. Just remember to give yourself permission to fully relax. Just a few more breaths. And then slowly coming out of your pigeon. And if you were screaming towards the end there, thinking, please let this end, I totally get it. Let's tuck the toes, find our downward dog a moment. Lovely. And then we're going to look forward, hop forward. Okay, find our chair. So sweeping the arms around, okay? Stay low a moment. Looking up to our beach ball. Then bring the hands to heart center. We're going to step back with our right foot, okay, into a high lunge. Keep the hands here a moment. Lovely, really good, guys. Well done. Hands down into our plank. Take that left leg back. We're going to lower. Inhale, cobra or downward dog, upward dog, sorry. Lovely. We have a little bit of movement with the hips from side to side. Then tucking the toes, down facing dog. Big step forward with the right foot outside of the right hand. Let's do a nice little lizardy warm up here. Some circles in one direction. Lovely. And then the other way. Very good. And then we'll take that back knee down, maybe coming up onto the fingertips to give yourself a bit more space. Inhale, looking up, shoulders down. Exhale, tucking the chin, tucking the tailbone into our little angry cats in our lizard. Inhale. And exhaling. I know we did quite a few on the other side, so you carry on. Quite a nice feeling. Inhale and exhale. Maybe let's do 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Push away from the floor. You can let that knee fall out to the side. Inhale and exhale. And just 1 more. Or if you did count the last time, do the same number. Then maybe taking the right hand on the right knee, push it out to the side. Everyone, lovely. So, you know, I didn't even really intend to do hip opening practice today, but you know what? Hey, it's always a good idea. Really nice, everyone. And then we'll find our pigeon on this side. So again, we're just dragging leaving that right foot across the mat, and then right knee behind right wrist. Oh, this side is so much easier for me. Find that space in the chest, And then again, use any props or anything to get to where you want to be today. Remember, again, no competition, no medals. Just you and your body, listen to it. Much better to be able to relax and release in whichever position you're in it, rather than screaming through it internally. Just a few more breaths. And then when you're ready again, just slowly coming out of it. Taking yourself just into a downward dog briefly. Extend through the spine. Then let the knees come down nice and wide. In our child's pose again. Let go. Let the forehead come down onto the mat. Hips towards the heels. And then we'll make our way onto our bag. Okay. Finding an inversion. So you might just want to go up into a bridge today, you know, if you haven't been doing much. Otherwise, if you have and you want to go into your normal inversion, then please do. I might just take a bridge because I always like a little bridge. Let me just double check on time. Okay, we do. I want to make sure we've got a nice shavasana. Okay, we're all right. Amazingly. So if you are in your inversion, you can ignore me. If you want to come into a bridge, then bring the heels close-ish to the bottom. Maybe you can reach your heels, but actually the most important thing is starting with a nice connection on the floor. So maybe tilting the pelvis. So you're tilting your pubic pubic bone. Tilt the pubic bone up towards the ceiling or towards your belly button. So nice and flat here, and let the shoulders relax, maybe have the palms up. Okay, and then we'll slowly pick the hips off the floor, and then you might wiggle your feet for just a touch more, depending on how you feel. You want to feel that lengthening down the quads, okay, the front of the legs, pushing the big toes into the mat. And almost kind of squeezing the heels towards each other. They're not moving, but just feeling that slight squeeze. Maybe getting a bit more extension in the hips. But also being careful that you don't get over squeezing in the lower back. Okay. If you do, try and pull the knees forward. And then just go back to checking in. Shoulders, heels. Maybe pull the knees forward slightly. Relax the neck. Holding it a few more breaths. And then just slowly lowering. If you're up in any other inversion, you can stay there still. If you're out of your bridge, maybe hugging the knees in. Have a little rock from side to side. And maybe finding a happy baby. Maybe extending the legs and then bending the knees. Try and bring the tailbone towards the floor when you've got the knees bent. Maybe extending one leg at a time, just getting into those hamstrings. You might like it's a little play around really. If you're coming out of your more impressive inversion, then calm down, maybe do a neck release or whatever you might need to. A standing forward fold can help, or a fish as well, fish pose. I don't love fish pose, I've got to be honest, but if you want to do it, please do. Lovely, well done. Then doing a little supine twist before we finally find our Shavasana. So knees over to one side, looking over the opposite shoulder. Try and take maybe about 5 breaths, breathing in deeply to the abdomen. Lovely. And then over to the other side. Again, looking over the opposite shoulder. And then when you're done, coming into the center, maybe giving yourself another hug. And then finding your Shavasana. So yeah, maybe putting a little something over you, your feet, socks, or a little blanket. It's yeah, it might be a bit cool. I don't know. I've got the window open, so it feels quite cold now. So you do what you need to do, guys. Maybe taking the lights down, maybe using a little eye pillow, whatever you like. Maybe bolstering underneath the knees. Be kind to yourself. And I will be quiet in a minute and just leave you to it. But I wondered whether you might like a little visualization, and this is something I've used over the past few weeks. My yoga mat has been like a little life raft for me over the last few weeks. Somewhere that I felt happy and safe and yeah, just escaping really, resetting, but almost like I've been sort of drifting. And I thought you might like that if you like the idea of feeling like you're on a, maybe it's a like a blow up bed, what do you call it, like an inflatable lilo, yeah, in a swimming pool. Maybe you're on the sea, maybe whatever works for you. But I thought maybe a little sort of rocking gently, that feeling of being held, being on something like water where you feel like you're floating, where you're light, just letting the whole body feel completely supported. You're safe, you're relaxed, and these few minutes are totally yours. So enjoy, and I will bring you round shortly. this Shavasana has not felt long enough, and it never does really, feel free to just check out and carry on. If you want to come out, then just hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze, or you can stretch first maybe. And you give yourself a little hug, rocking yourself from side to side. Maybe coming over onto one side. Supporting your head for a couple of breaths. And making your way up into a seated position, if you like. Any kind of seated position will do. Let's have a little check-in with the body and with the mind. How different do you feel after class versus when you came to the mat? Thank yourself for coming, practicing, moving the body, quietening the mind, hopefully. Let's inhale, we'll lift up the arms, looking up to thumbs, bringing our hands to heart center. Thanks so much, ladies. It's really lovely to see you all. Hope you all sleep well, drink lots of water, and I hope to see you next week. Namaste all. Namaste. I'm sorry if I've left the Shavasana a bit short tonight. I will practice next time. Bye girls, lots of love. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.